Hey guys, Chris and PJ behind the camera in the Dream Giveaway Garage with special guest Racer X.
How you doing, guys?
Good. I thought your T-shirt for a minute was that gas station everybody talks about.
Buc-ee's. Not quite the same thing.
Not quite the same thing.
I am an Ohio State Buckeye since I was born, so I like to support the cause, and we're hoping for a national title this year. We'll see what happens, but I gotta support the crew.
Great. So a big shout out to Paul, and if you're an Ohio State fan, then rah rah.
That's right.
Indeed. So nice. You just happened to be driving by today. Yeah. We said, come on over, check out what we've got happening in the garage. And we've got a week left on the Porsche.
Yeah. I wanted to come in and maybe take just a little closer look at this. And it is every bit of a driver's car, right? I mean, this isn't for your faint of heart, like go to the grocery store, like it is a driver's car. But the guys that love Porsches, they love cars like this because it is a track weapon. It's very focused. It doesn't look like really anything else on the road. This is a business car right here. I mean, it's a naturally aspirated, no apologetic type vehicle that is made really for one thing. It's track focused.
Really is. And let's face it, it's aspirational. Most guys just can't go out and buy a GT4 RS.
Where are you going to find one? I don't know how you guys found one, but it's an amazing looking car in person. And I love the two-tone paint on this car. I know this one is extra decked out, this one's decked out. Like you can see, I didn't realize how decked out it was until I took a closer look at it, but it's a beautiful car. I bet this car is so much fun to drive.
It is, and that's what I was going to talk about today. You know I grew up driving muscle cars.
I do, yeah.
You know my Trans Am.
I love the Trans Am.
Back there.
I do love it.
And I've driven this from Tampa over here to Largo, so you guys who don't know, that's 20 miles or so. And it's interstate or it's highway. So I had a chance to experience the Porsche. And if you're a muscle car guy, you're going to fall in love with this car. Because I fell in love with this car.
Well, it's really weird, right? When you talk about muscle car guys and then like Porsche, they don't always really mix.
No.
But if you are an enthusiast, it's a car that you can't not like driving it. I don't know what else to say because it hits the same kind of spot as maybe like a Shelby GT350 or one of those other cars like the new Z06. You have to just rev it out to appreciate it. So it's one of those like you kind of want to get that nice open stretch of highway to just listen to it.
Right.
Except this one, the engine's behind you, so you can hear it.
And it's a great sound. PJ, what do you got?
Keith says, how tall can you be? I'm 6'5" to drive in that magnificent Porsche.
Okay, so what are you, 6 foot?
6 foot.
Sit in it.
Yeah. 6'5", although it's not.
Oh, you know why? Because we've got we have got the Charger.
I could do the Dukes of Hazzard thing, but I'm not going to do that to your $200,000 Porsche.
I'll tell you what a shame that we can't have you go ahead. You know what we can do? Let's see if we'll get a security alert on this. Try it.
It works.
Enjoy that. I'll be right back.
Woo, that is loud. Let's step over here. You guys can thank Chris for that. That's enough to give you a headache. But this is kind of funny. I actually like this segue. I know we're talking about the Porsche today, and you probably can't hear me very well, but this is their new giveaway. We'll talk about. We're going to get to talk about this, but the V Series Cadillacs are legit, and of course they've got the other Cadillac over there that they just gave away. So I absolutely love that. At least we know you're not going to get it stolen easily. That's right. That's right. That sucker's making a racket. But I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you guys can hear me real well, but that car, and one of the things I noticed about it at first is that it has a really nice interior package on it. Now I feel like I'm yelling, but it has a really nice carbon fiber package on the inside of it, and very unique. And I'm a big fan of carbon fiber. That's the race car guy in me. But if you really have to sit in this because it has such a unique. I was really enjoying that.
The key was in it, I guess.
It was like the parakeets were out, right?
It was.
Come on and sit in it.
It's like one of those things.
I hope you guys got a laugh about that. That's live TV.
but I mean, you can see not only the exposed carbon fiber, but all the carbon fiber on the inside. That to me is something I really like. Look at how aggressive the seats are in this. Like I said, it is a driver's car. This isn't like a, granny go to the grocery store type car. I mean, the seats in it are firm. I mean, that's the way these, you know, the GT4 RS, really any of the RS cars in general, they're aggressive by nature. But, you know, me being an enthusiast, I'm not just a muscle car guy. I love muscle cars, but I can appreciate cars that are like legitimately GT touring cars, all the way up to something like this that's basically a track weapon, right?
Now sit in it, 6 foot. Let's see how much headroom you got.
All right. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of headroom. Like literally a lot of headroom. Now the seats are pretty tight. So, you know, but I can probably move this seat back a little bit. But yeah, I mean, the seats really hug you in this. Like I said, it's a weapon. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's
it's got bolster, as we would say.
That's an understatement. it's like the whole car is grabbing onto you and wrapping around. But on a track car, on this particular package, that's exactly what you want. That's what you're paying the extra money for, right? And Porsche has always done this weird thing, like less is more. I don't know why they do it that. Like, we're going to take the air conditioning out, so we're going to make you pay more for it. But, you know, with a track car, you want it to be light, you want it to be lively, you want it to have aero. That's something that this car has, you know, check, right? So it really checks off all the boxes if you want something aggressive and fun to drive. It's not the fastest thing in a straight line, right? I mean, there's more powerful cars out there, naturally aspirated, but you feel very connected to a car like this when you drive it, which I can appreciate. I think it's cool.
You know what I love? How analog everything is inside of that.
Well, that's the whole point of a driver's car, right? It's like you don't necessarily want all of the aids. Driving a car like this is not like driving a 911 Turbo S. Yeah, that car has like more refinement to it. This car, it feels angry when you're driving it, right? And just the way that these cars turn in, the way that they perform under duress, so to speak, and the way they sound at 9,000 RPM, like you alluded to.
Sure.
You're not going to get that with very many cars on the road. So anyway, I'm a huge fan of it. I love it. I mean, I would rock this thing all the time. Probably put too many miles on it, but I'm a fan. But there's room in here.
There is. Looks like Thor has a comment.
I think the suspension is better than my old Charger, but I want to hit tracks with this car at 120 to see what happens.
Yeah, that's what this car is made to do, right? It's going to be tight. You know, the suspension in this is going to be firm. That's the way that these cars are engineered. They're like that on purpose. And if it's a track car, that's exactly what you want. I love that. Thor's my dad's name too, so I think that's cool.
There you go. Why don't you fire her up, Paul?
Fire it up. I can try. You got the key in this thing?
Key is on the left-hand side. Look at that. They put it right over here.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Got it. All right, cool. Oh, remove key from ignition. Let's do it. There we go. A second to warm up. Got to leave it to the Porsche guys to put the ignition on the left, right? I'm looking in the wrong spot. I love this carbon fiber. Sounds good. I'm a fan. You guys don't have an extra one of these to give me, do you?
The speed, let me look around.
Let me know.
I found the keys to turn the alarm off. Maybe I'll find another one for you.
I would rock the crap out of this thing. It is such a cool car.
The speed of that Boxer 6 engine revving up.
Yeah.
It's really special.
Well, and you get the benefit of the dual clutch transmission and all the other stuff that you would really want in a weapon of a car. So.
Jonathan says, I don't have any tickets yet for this one, but I plan on getting tickets because you can't win if you don't enter.
100%.
100%. 7 days left.
Yeah, there's a week.
You know my joke. It ends on Thanksgiving Day, and it's not a turkey.
No, it's not a turkey. But, you know, it's one of those cars. I think that, like, if you just, like I said, you can't not appreciate it if you are a true enthusiast. This doesn't matter if you're a vet guy. It doesn't matter if you only like Audis or what. Like, it's just a really neat car to drive.
It doesn't matter if you just like Chevelles. This is a cool car.
It is. It is different, right? I mean, it's not going to give you, I mean, but it's the analog portion of it, right, that kind of adds to the nostalgia and the enjoyment of it. And a true car guy can get behind that 100%. I mean, if you just want something leisurely, the 911 Turbo, it's fast, it's more buttoned down, you know, all that stuff. This one, it's going to just put a huge smile on your face. And I always tell people, you don't necessarily have to have I mean, my Demon 170 is really fast in a straight line. I mean, it'll stand up and, do a 42-foot wheelie and whatever else. But there's something about driving a car. You don't have to drive it incredibly fast from point A to point B. It's kind of the way you get there.
Right.
And that's part of the excitement of it.
The visceral, you know what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah, I mean,
how visceral it
it's an angry car. You know what I mean?
It is an angry car.
And that's the one thing. It's kind of like driving if you're an American car guy, maybe like a ZL1 1LE.
Right.
Something like that.
Right.
It feels different than the normal one
Yeah.
does. And that's part of why these cars are so hard to find, partly why they're a little more expensive, and partly why people want them so bad.
And for $3, somebody can win this.
As little as $3, yeah.
$3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get your entries at dreamgiveaway.com. You've got a week left. Kathy might have a special promo code she can sling out there for you guys.
Absolutely.
To get some bonus tickets. And let's take a look here, as long as we got time here.
So, I mean, you can tell by looking at the wing on this car that it is just, it's not the same, you know? It's
Come on. Let's take a look at that Boxer 6.
There it is. More carbon fiber, imagine that, right?
Yeah, right behind you.
Yeah.
And there's not, people ask, well,
Check out the intakes on it too. Isn't that cool how they got this carbon fiber sweeping in from all the way up here, and it sweeps directly into the engine. It's like ram air, like on your Trans Am.
Right. And if you look at it from the outside, you can see the air intake. Very much it's like Ram Air that Pontiac would have done. Or
It's
Dodge
almost
would
like
have
looking
done.
at some of the old, like the Boss Mustangs and stuff like right here,
Right,
except
right.
it's a functional air intake.
Right.
That's made of carbon fiber. How cool is that? Now, the Porsche engineers are good. I mean, I've never been, admittedly, I'm not a huge Porsche guy, but these cars are very enjoyable to drive. Not a cheap car to own, right?
No.
I mean, I don't know how I would, how I would do it.
It's got to be the coolest key in the automotive industry. Look at that. It's a Porsche.
Oh, here, yeah, show the side angle there.
Yeah,
There.
look at that.
That is really cool. I didn't notice that. I love that. Yeah, that is really cool, and you can see it from the top there as well. So has the profile of the car. They thought of everything, didn't they?
Really did.
That is super cool. But yeah, I mean, I think it's neat. Like I said, only a week left. Hopefully, somebody will actually win this car and enjoy it for what it is made to do. We've got some pretty good tracks here in, we've got the new Motor Enclave here. We've got some other places. Sebring is here. But, you know, you guys have people from all around the country. So hopefully somebody could get this and take it to a road course and enjoy it.
All 50 states can now enter, and all provinces in Canada except Quebec.
Except Quebec.
Yeah, they have
Something about Quebec.
They have some French provincial law from, 1,000 years ago.
Yeah. Boy, this car has a lot of carbon fiber on it.
Tell everybody where they can check out your channel.
So my channel is called Racer X. I'm kind of known for modern muscle American cars. Yep, there it is on my hat there. So, yeah, I've been a YouTuber for a little while. I've got a Demon 170 that I currently drive on the channel. I'm known more as a drag racer, but I love all sorts of racing. Huge enthusiast when it comes to all types of cars. So you guys can check out my channel. Like I said, Racer X. You can hit me on RacerXOfficial@Yahoo if you want to send me an email. I check it all the time. So
We'll see you guys next time. More great fun, more great action, more great grand prizes. And we'll try not to set off the alarms next time. We'll see you tomorrow in our favorite place on earth. And Racer X, thanks for being here.
You bet. Thanks,
in the
guys.
Dream